All right, what's up? So being that this channel has so many beginner guides, videos, and whatnot, I thought I'd make a setup that can apply to realistic situations and have use by most players. So yeah, here is the all mythic setup meant for the mid game and for the nightmare levels if you are attempting those. So to start off, you're using Amaterasu as your main damage. Oh yeah. Before I go into this setup is meant for if you just have gold to focus into one carry. So you're going to be focusing all your gold into Amaterasu here, and you probably won't be able to get everyone else level 500. The idea behind the setup is to be able to use and recreate double buffs on Amaterasu with your mythics and use her as your main damage because she does have the most flat base damage out of all of the three main mythic damage dealers, right? So you're going to use her as your main damage, and she's going to be able to output a lot of it and get the easiest level clear at the lowest level of all the DPS mythics. Next up, you got Ra here in the middle just to prevent the Ice Wizard from being able to freeze your monsters, right? You don't want this guy to layer up too many stuns. You don't want him to be able to, perma stun, or not perma stun, but stall one of your carries or Amaterasu for a pretty frequent amount of time. If you do get bad RNG on that. So just putting Ra here prevents that from happening, and it's overall a pretty safe choice, right? Next up, you got Bastet here. Bastet, Anka, I don't care. She's really underpowered right now, but she can definitely be used as a stun of sorts. And yeah, she's one of the better mythic stuns right now, I'd say, although there aren't too many options with mythic stuns. So I just put her here as a decent stun to keep enemies delayed for a little bit. Next up, you got Jiraiya here. Jiraiya is not going to be used as main DPS in this setup. If you do have gold, focus it into Amaterasu, not Jiraiya. Instead, Jiraiya will be used as a slow. So if enemies do get to this area of the map, Jiraiya can provide a slow here, prevent enemies from advancing too far. Combined with Zeus's stun, who does not cancel out slows, it's pretty good CC, especially with enemies walking into Anubis's range, which Anubis will be able to mark them and serve as a damage multiplier, as unless you have Hades at 3 gold, he's a pretty bad damage multiplier. So Anubis is really important here just to bolster Amaterasu's strength and allow for easier clears. Next up, you got Susanoo here. In the case where you do need rock summons, you won't actually need to spend gems on them because Susanoo will be able to serve that role. It can prevent you from, or not prevent you, but it can save you gems from not being able to have to rock summon at all, or having to do significantly less rock summons with Susanoo. So yeah, this is going to be the very solid mythic setup for attempting your nightmare levels. If you are in the situation where you do have all the mythics and you do want to attempt a nightmare level, hey, you got your 9 mythic setup right here. Yeah, this video is very informative, by the way. I will not be posting content like this anytime soon. Like and subscribe. See ya.